Yeah, welcome again to another episode of the Diaspora Global Panel. Today, we are going to talk about the sacking of Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State and his deputy and 16 other legislators. It happened today, Wednesday, March 9, 2022. And this is very surprising. And the reason is because of how this happened. Because we know that Dave Umahi actually became the governor on the platform of the PDP. He decamped to the ruling party, the APC, along with his deputy and 16 of his legislators. And, this, I don't think, has been successful in Nigeria. Because, yes, you remember the time of Bukola Saraki, when he was the Senate president and he decamped to APC. They tried to get him sacked, but it was not successful. So with this news, I was really, really surprised that PDP got that judgment. Jude, what do you think? And do you think the PDP can get this guy? Because I know that he's going to appeal. But do you think they can get him out, successfully under this present admin?
Yeah, thank you. Well, you can see from what the Federal High Court in Abuja presented by the Justice Iyan Eko, he said he gave that ruling because governor's candidacy is actually, on the umbrella of the party, not on an individual basis. And that's the real reason they quoted Section 221 of the Constitution. If a governor is in office and want to aspire to leave the party that he came from, he has to either resign, because the party is an umbrella whereby the governor won the election. So since he has left the party, according to the Constitution, is no longer the governor of that party. So the party has the right to get someone else who can replace him as their candidate. On that basis, he is allowed. The court is right. Like I said, Section 221 covers that, and the court in Abuja have to rule based on that. And if he wants to be the president, like we know, or that he is trying to go for a next election, well, he can't do that while he's in office.
Yeah.
And these are the reasons why that has to be. And he knew it. He knew the law. He knows the law before, opting to leave PDP to APC. So it's not supposed to be something new. Anyway, I should have been prepared for it, based on my own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, probably Nigeria where things can be manipulated, but in this case, they have to uphold the law, and the law has to take its course, and that's why that happened. And now the PDP has brought out another candidate who they want to present to INEC for a standby election.
Is it a standby election or ratification? They want INEC to recognize him.
No, I think it's a standby. They should have to go through a standby election. As I heard, probably I'm not correct anyway, but it's not that Yeah, it's not like it's going to be fixed there. It has to go through some process before
But do
PDP has
you think at the end of the day, the PDP will be successful in getting rid of Governor Dave Umahi?
Yeah, of course, because there's every reason for that court in Abuja to have ruled that the court cannot just come up and one day and just decide, okay, let him go. We agree that he should be not be the governor. There should be something that covers them up for them to take that action.
Mm,
You get
mm,
the point?
yeah.
So it's not like there is being victimized or. But you see, when you are aspiring for something bigger, you shouldn't be afraid to lose something smaller. That's what I look at
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It shouldn't be an issue. He's a politician, and he should know how to go around it. You know.
Okay. What do you think about because when the news broke, the governor called the judge, Justice Ekwo. He called
Yeah.
him a hatchet man and declared that the court judgment is null and void. Do you think this guy will be successful in thwarting this attempt by the PDP to get rid of him?
It's a show of power, though. The governor has to show that he's a governor and he's still in charge. He can't. It's just easy. It's not easy for him to say, "Okay, I accept what the court says." But this is a court of law. The judiciary has to. They have to do what they are supposed to do, and I don't think that makes any sense to the judge. It doesn't make any sense, and it's just like trying to threat to me to what I see. But that shouldn't bring the court judgment of the law of the land down. He could be angry about it, but he should have known that he's taking a very big risk by deviating from PDP to
Mm-hmm.
APC and
Mm-hmm.
still want to hold his position as a governor. I mean, you should be able to lose one. You can't eat your cake and have it. And
Mm.
I think this is going to be a warning to most people who want to deviate based on one thing or the other. They want to deviate to the ruling party, probably as a cover up or something else.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's on my point of view. I think I like that the judgment because Nigeria is a place whereby things are manipulated.
Okay. Okay, so this is my opinion. I think that if you win an election under a political party, that you should not be allowed to decamp to another party. That is just my own opinion, and I think this popular opinion has been backed by the Nigerian Court of Law, through this court's judgment. So this is my own opinion. I'm not saying my opinion is right or not, but I believe that if you win an election, under a platform, you have to stick with that platform, come rain, come shine. And for me, I believe that this will dissuade, this habit of political cross-carpeting, where you see, politicians, should I say those that play stomach infrastructure politics.
Yeah.
Okay, whereby you see them jumping from one party to the other. And I think this judgment by this judge, whom I think is a very brave judge, Judge Ekwo, is good for Nigeria.
Yeah.
It stands to be debated, and I stand to be corrected. Jude, your final thoughts.
Right, like you have just said, we can see cross carpeting because some individuals want to cover up something, and that's one reason why they actually cross carpet. They want to aspire to something higher, or they want to hide something. They want hide something, and they find out that when they go to another party, it could be as an umbrella for them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's done in
Let's
the
play
West,
this
actually.
video. Let's play this video.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, it is the party that won the election, and not the candidate. The party won in 2019.
It makes
All
sense.
the issues you raised were permanent, and that of the plaintiff had abode even this time of judgment. Of course, it goes to your issue. We're certainly going to appeal. I want to also talk to you about the issue of the house. 1091 subparagraph G. It said, and that is the provision of the Constitution, that the house, defection is handled in the house. You table it before the speaker. So, there is no evidence that this matter of defection of the House members were ever tabled before the House of Assembly. That is the provision of the Constitution. No court can go against the provision of the Constitution. The Constitution said you table the House the defection before the Speaker, and when the Speaker evaluates it, he brings it to the House, and where it is proved, then the person will be denied of the membership. Is that the case here? We made it copious that there was no evidence that this matter was tabled before the House. They got thinking of taking the judicial notice.
So what this lawyer is talking about is all about the technicalities,
Yeah.
that the matter was not tabled in the House, that the House needed to debate the matter before it could be brought, to the court, to a court of law. You see, so that's just I believe that if this judgment is allowed to stand, that will be a game changer in the country we call Nigeria. It will revamp our political, system, as in where you have people just jumping from one party to the other. Can you imagine Saraki? Saraki jumped from one party to PDP, from PDP to APC, now APC to PDP. And you see all these guys, they are just jumping anyhow.
Yeah.
It begs the question, are you really there to serve people? Or you are there just for you to satisfy your belly?
Now, the question I want to ask you, Dr. Kule, is this.
Yeah.
This lawyer who is now arguing this case publicly, is he just doing it because he's a lawyer? He wants to argue out of intelligence. The judge should know the Constitution as well, and he uses his powers the Constitution.
Of course.
Yeah. So, and this guy is coming out here to prove that the judge is wrong. I don't really understand what's happening.
As a lawyer, is going to say that. So let's just leave it. Let the process play out. Okay. Let's see what is going to happen. Okay. In future, we will be following the story, and we'll bring it to our audience, to our viewers, as news break. Okay. So we have come to the end of today's program. Unless you have anything else to add, Jude?
No, it's okay. We just let people know what is happening, because actually we are here in the diaspora. We believe that people in the diaspora should know the events going on in Nigeria.
Yeah. Do we have a caller?
We have a caller, but I think the system is not able to take the call now. So we can just end it until.
Okay, can you take the call with your phone and just try to put it if the system is not ready?
Yeah, it's gone now. She's gone.
Okay.
Probably we'll have to. It could be next time anyway.
Okay. All right. So you can always join us on Diaspora Global Panel, through WhatsApp. Call this number +353 87 226 5271. We have come to the end of today's program. Thank you for joining us. Please give us a like and subscribe to our channel on YouTube, the Diaspora Global Panel. Thank you. See you next time.